Hi, today I'm going to show you guys how to register for an Igor account. Once you have successfully downloaded and installed the CraniumPlus platform, once you open it up, it will bring you to this landing page right here. Once you are here, you're going to go ahead and click on the Register New Organization. Once you're here, it's going to ask you for an organization name. Now here you can put your company's name, or if you're an individual, you could put your last name, or some people like to put the first letter of their first name plus their last name combination. So for this demo, I'm just going to go ahead and do a demo ABC. Then it's going to ask you if your organization is going to be doing any module development for the CraniumPlus platform. I'm going to hit no for this demo. It's also going to ask if you're going to be doing any acceptance testing for modules created by external organizations. Go ahead and hit no for that as well. Now these settings you could always change them once you are inside the platform. Um, and for the next question, it's going to ask you about if you are registering for a specific application. Now we are registering specifically for Igor, so I'm going to go ahead and type in the Igor GUID, which is here, and it'll be provided in the description section. So once you have all these questions answered, go ahead and hit next. Once you're there, it's going to go ahead and ask you for your first name, last name, phone, and email, etc. This is going to be the Igor administrator account as well. So just keep that in mind. So for first name, we're going to go ahead and do John Smith. Go ahead and create a demo abc.com email account. This is the username and password that you'll be using to log into the system. So I'm going to go ahead and do J Smith. I'm going to type in a dummy password. Once you hit next, it's going to give you a summary of all the information that you've entered. So make sure that everything is correct. The one thing to notice is that based on that GUID that we have entered in the previous screens, the system detected that you're trying to register for the Igor application. So make sure that it says that when you're doing your registration. Once everything has been verified that it's correct, go ahead and hit next. At this point, the registration has been successful. The system went ahead and created your organization code. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And then, of course, the username and password is going to be whatever you've entered. So once I go ahead and hit finish, it's going to put me back to the login screen. So I'm going to go ahead at the code that it just gave me. Go ahead and enter the username and password that you've entered. And once you do this, the first time that you come around, it's going to ask you for your security questions. And these questions can be used in the future for password resets, if you forget your username, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just enter some dummy answers. Once you're done doing this and you hit save, it'll go ahead and basically create the all the records for you. The first time it might take a second or two. Once it's done doing that, it'll bring you into the Igor application. And one of the first things that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell it where your T4 executable resides. Now, in this particular case, I'm using 2019. So, this is the example location. If you're using Community or Visual Studio 22, um, it might be a little bit different, but again, all you're looking for is this text transform.exe. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that and go ahead and select it. So once I've done that, at this point, I'm basically in the Igor application. My T4 executable location has been set. And at this point, I'm pretty much ready to start using Igor. Um, if you need to change the path, you could always come in here and change it to a new version or stuff like that. So um, that basically concludes the demo. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the comments area. Like I said earlier, I will put that GUID in the description so you can go ahead and register for Igor. Thank you for your time.